Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another video on ForgottenWeapons.com. I'm Ian McCollum, and I'll be straight up front. Today's video is pretty much just a PR video for KE Arms, because they have a new version of the KP-15 monolithic polymer lower that they are opening up for pre-sale. They're going to be making and putting on the market, and that is the OD green version. Now, this is probably the third most requested color for the KP-15. The first version they made, of course, was black. That's kind of the de facto standard. That's what we used in the What Would Stoner Do 2020 rifles. And then fairly quickly after black, they did a version in Coyote Tan, a run of a couple thousand of those. And then they stopped fairly quickly because they had a huge backlog of orders for black, and they wanted to get the black ones finished and out the door. They have now finally done that, and having a little bit of excess or available production capacity now, they've decided to do OD green. So this is a pre-production sample. They are going through the process of proving out the green, because the change in color is more than just like squirting a color dye into the polymer material. There are actually chemical changes that can be involved in a color change, and that can have like ripple-on effects on things like how exactly the part shrinks after it's been molded, how exactly it fits into the welding jig that's used to put the two halves together. And so there is an R&D, like a QC workup process to make sure that everything's running smoothly. In addition, for that reason, this limited run of OD Green is going to be available only as complete receivers. So at the low end, it'll start from just plain mil-spec with an ambidextrous selector. At the high end, you can actually, Brownells will be selling OD Green What Would Stoner Do 2021 complete lowers. That includes the JP Silent Capture Spring. It includes the new KE Recluse trigger, which is a fully enclosed trigger, fantastic trigger press. It's a very cool trigger unit. And all of the ambidextrous features, the ambi mag release, the ambi bolt release, which is a PDQ lever, the ambi safety, all that stuff. So they're not doing them as stripped because, as part of the potential slight dimensional shifts from a new color, they don't want to send stripped ones out the door only to later discover that some percentage of them don't quite fit. So instead, they're doing all the assembly in-house to ensure that everyone goes out the door with a properly fitted set of fire control parts. So these are available for pre-order on KE's website, which is kearms.com. They will be produced in about 4 weeks, I think, is when they're going to have the tooling actually up and running for them, and they should get shipped out pretty quickly after that. I was looking for what to do with this, because of course the black one we used for the standard What Would Stoner Do 2021 rifles. It's nice, it's cool, looks good, you can paint it if you want to. But then for the Coyote Tan, I went and bought my own Coyote Tan. Like, KE gave me the black and they gave me this green one, but I bought the tan one myself, because my What Would Stoner Do 2017 rifle from the very beginning of this project had a Coyote Tan upper, and I thought it would look really cool with the 14.5 pinned brake and the Coyote Tan upper on a Coyote Tan KP-15 lower. And I'm pretty sure I was right. I think it does look pretty darn cool. But when it came to green, like, I don't live in a forest, I live in a desert. So most of the stuff I have that isn't black is tan. But then I realized I have this cool BRN-605 reproduction of the Colt 605 carbine that I took to Desert Brutality a couple years ago. And when I got there, I was dressed in a Vietnam-style kit. And one of the guys I was shooting with took one look at my cool, like, tiger stripe camo uniform and my plain black rifle and went, oh, this won't do, and grabbed a roll of OD green camo tape and taped up the rifle. And actually, I think it turns out looking really neat on the OD green lower with the tape camoed 605 upper. So that's what I've decided to do with this guy. Might even look cool to put like black tape on the green lower and match the green tape on the black upper, but we'll tinker with that perhaps a bit later. Anyway, if you want to do something similar, you live in a forest, or just want a green pattern of rifle, there's your opportunity. It is a limited run. They're only doing 3,000 of them before they go back to doing more black to keep up with the demand for those. So anyway, hopefully you guys think it's a cool rifle. I do. Thanks for watching.